and welcome to Compass for Your Life Facebook group. Today we're interviewing Ian Sinsel of Minden, Nebraska. Ian has a wood and metals business where he builds and crafts metal and wood products for people. Ian, welcome to the group and the interview. So what got you started with this particular interest?
Well, it was mostly the shop, because when I moved in here, it was just storage, and
Okay.
I built a workbench, and I got some chisels, and I just started carving and making stuff out of wood, and just went up from there.
Okay. So when did you start doing when did that all start?
Early 2019.
Okay. So where do you see it going? I mean, just a hobby or just business or continuing on website or
Hopefully it'll be a actual business, and I'll have people ordering stuff more.
Cool.
And I'll have a bigger building, and yeah, it'll be my income.
So what projects are you working on right now?
I am working on a farmhouse side table for my grandma, and then a little wooden toy barn.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, or it's actually quite big, but
okay. So for yourself or
for a customer.
Customer. Okay. Very cool. And so
An order.
what are some of the ins and outs of the tools that you use every day? What are some of the things you've come across as you've done this since the beginning of 2019 that that you kind of didn't realize was going to be part of the business? Anything like things that were harder than you thought or easier than you thought, or?
Well, I really thought that woodworking would be easier, because you see all these things about it, or these videos on Facebook, and it looks so easy because they're doing a time lapse or something, but it takes a lot of time, and it's just harder. Yeah,
true. No, that's true. So, what is one of your favorite things to do? I mean, what tool? What's one of your favorite tools to use in woodworking?
Woodworking, the bandsaw is pretty fun. But,
okay.
Yeah, probably my most used tool right now is the miter saw.
Okay. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So, what are some of the woods you like to use?
I really like walnut and maple.
Okay.
And then I have some exotic woods and poplar.
Okay.
Pine's
cool.
not as high quality, but I live with it.
Okay. That's good. So I asked you earlier before we got started, are you working on things for Christmas? And
yeah, hopefully I'll have some more things in the Cozy Corner Cafe before Christmas. Some smaller projects for just people to buy, like around the $20 to $40 range.
Okay, very cool. So, and you also do metal. Do you? What things do you make with metal?
Pretty much right now it's been just horseshoe decoration stuff.
Okay.
And I haven't been making as much of that right now because I need a new welder.
Okay.
But I have made a small table out of 1-inch square tubing.
Oh, really? Very cool. No, that is very good. So, so welder, what is one tool that you're really still searching out for?
Really a welder, and then, yeah, that's just a big tool that takes a lot of money.
Yes, I can see that too. So, are you, what for the future of this? YouTube channel? Would you ever do something like that? Or?
Yeah, I've made one video, a shop tour, in early 2019.
Okay.
If you watch that, you can see how the shop has changed. It's very much changed.
So for our viewers, what was this shop then before you changed it over to a shop?
It was actually, I think, a grain storage originally, and maybe because of all the weight of the grain and stuff that that's why the floor is so uneven. Yeah.
No.
It's just sunk into the ground.
Okay. Okay. And you also, earlier you showed us you had part of the chicken house.
Yep.
So is that shop number 2, or what? How does that?
So this one's the wood shop.
Okay.
And that one's the metal
That's
shop.
what that is. Okay.
Yep, they're,
okay.
You don't want to blend those two because
Okay.
fires and stuff.
Yeah, that is true too. Yeah, you wouldn't want to keep those together. So, maybe explain this workbench that you just built. I mean, that's something that you've just done. What went into building something like this?
Well, this, I made the top originally, and I made that the school in their wood shop, and I glued together the top, and I added some frames, or a frame on the outside. I used the CNC that they have to drill holes, and they're square, and they're all 3 inches apart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's all made out of pine, pretty much, except for the walnut jaws of the vise. And it's not as heavy as I'd like it, but it's still pretty heavy. So hand planing is
true. Very true.
Yep.
So very nice. So, do you consider yourself an artist when you're doing all these things?
sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Okay.
depends on what you're doing.
Okay.
Blacksmithing, that's really
Okay.
the artist side of it. Yeah.
Okay,
that's-
so blacksmithing, I mean, elaborate on that a little bit.
I really don't do it much, but it's fun to do, and knife making, and
True, I'd forgotten that yes. So,
yeah.
so have you made any, I know a while back when we were talking you were thinking about with spikes. Did you?
I have made one little knife with a railroad spike, and
Okay.
didn't turn out well. It was railroad spikes are not high quality steel.
Really?
No,
Okay.
they're very bad. They're just normal steel.
Okay, I did not realize that then, so that's cool. So, what is your biggest influence on this? Do you have somebody that you look up to that's doing this, kind of guide you on what direction you're going, or?
Not at all.
Okay,
Not
okay,
really.
okay.
Mostly YouTube. I watch a lot of shop tour videos and
Mhm.
how-to videos, and that's how I learned how to do this.
Okay, I can definitely. Yeah, YouTube is an amazing resource, that's for sure. So, the stuff that you like, your walnut, and where do you get most of your supplies?
Most of my wood, I just get it from like Menards or the lumberyard
Sure.
in Minden. But the walnut I got from my piano teacher.
Oh, really?
And
Okay.
he cut it down, or he had to cut his trees down because they got beetles or something, or a disease. And he didn't want to waste the wood, so he milled it up.
Very nice.
Yeah. And I still got a lot of wood to get from him.
It's beautiful wood. So,
Yeah, it's beautiful.
so on the business end of it, what has been one of the bigger challenges of pricing it, or what is one of the challenges you
Well-
found doing that?
Really telling people what price they have to pay,
Okay.
or how expensive these projects are going to be, because
Yeah.
especially some of the wood, it's
Mhm.
expensive.
And probably everybody's really easy to get along with, aren't they?
So far, yeah, so far.
That is good then. So, okay. So if you were can snap your fingers, what is something you wish you were an expert in concerning all this?
Hand tool woodworking.
Okay, cool. So what's your favorite hand tool?
Probably the hand planes. Yep.
Okay.
They're very
So, explain about that a little bit more for our audience.
well. They're like a chisel, but they have a jig on them basically. So this keeps them tightened, and then the blade and the chip breaker, and then this just supports it, and it's got handles on a base. Yep. They're
nice.
very simple but complicated, and they're
Yeah.
very nice. The older, the better.
Yes. I found that too. So, so do you have on something like that a favorite hack or trick that really you found saves you time or really helps out on when you're building something?
All the hand tools, you have to keep them sharp, because
Okay.
if they're not sharp, they just won't work. And then you'll get so frustrated, it's just not worth it.
Yeah, I could definitely see that too.
Just spend the time sharpening.
Yes. So, what's the thing that you wish you knew more about in this area? I mean, an area that maybe you haven't explored yet in woodworking or metal.
Really, wood turning, because
Wood turning? Okay.
I like to make bowls and stuff and pens, but I just don't have the time or the money to spend on it right now.
Okay. I can see that. It just takes money, that's for sure. So, so for pens, I mean, would that be hard to do then, or?
They're fairly easy. You get these pen kits, and they have bushings, and you have this special tool that goes on the lathe. And you just drill a hole, mount them on there, and they're so small, and that makes them easy to turn because they're quick.
So how do you get the inside? You to put the ink in there, or the?
Well, you just drill a hole and then put the bushings in.
Okay, like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I've never thought about that with a pen. So, is there one tool you couldn't live without?
Probably. Yeah. All of them? Is that a good answer?
Yeah, that's a pretty good answer. So,
maybe the rigid oscillating belt thing.
Okay.
Yep, that's pretty nice.
Okay. Well, and then I have to ask your assistant, who is a very, very friendly turkey, and who is kind of your sidekick, I guess.
Yep.
And what'd you say your turkey's name is?
Turk or Fred.
Or Fred. And how long have you had Turk or Fred?
He's about 6 months old.
Yeah. Okay. So can I sit down and? No, you're not the person I want to see.
It's okay.
So if people want to get a hold of you to, have you build something, or where can they find your products to buy them? Where would that be at?
To find my products, they're pretty much all of them that are for sale are at the Cozy Corner Cafe in Midland.
Okay.
And to get a hold of me, you can go to my Facebook page and message me at Sinsel Welding and Woodworking.
Cool.
Or you can just stop in at the Cozy, and my mom will take your phone number and I'll call you.
Excellent. Very good.
Yep.
So anything else you want to tell us about your woodworking and metal business?
I don't know.
Okay. That is great. That is good. So, well, we'll end there today. Thanks for joining us, Ian. Enjoyed that. Enjoyed looking at all your stuff too. Until next time, and thank you for joining us and on Compass for Your Life group. And take care.
Thank you.